Hi, Terry O'Donnell here. I'm your stinking thinking coach, and today I want to talk to you about get the bleep out of my way. I love how these newer model cars have these safety features on them now to protect us from ourselves. I mean, my relatively new vehicle has this driver assist feature. So when I go to change lanes, the car beeps at me to let me know that there's a car next to me. I love that. I mean, imagine now if all cars had that. I mean, texting wouldn't be so gosh darn dangerous, but I digress. So, and then the other thing that happened to me was I was driving along and all of a sudden my brakes went on because the car in front of me stopped. That happened automatically. I'll admit that was a bit unnerving. But whether or not you stray off of life's path, wouldn't it be nice if we were listening to the messages that we were being told before we did so, that it's not a good idea to go this way or that way? That would be ideal, wouldn't it? But you know what? We actually get messages all the time because every one of us has this internal GPS system. We're simply not paying attention to it. So whales have sonar, birds have radar. Why would we think that we would be here without our own sort of internal GPS? We wouldn't, right? So let's get better at listening to what our inner being is trying to tell us so we're not so easily veering off our life's path. However, we do have this inner critic, the judger, that tends to get in our way. It justifies everything that's going on. When people are complaining about something, that's part of it that gets us in there complaining with them. When that coworker is constantly making those careless mistakes, we're busy moaning about it with another coworker at lunchtime. Or maybe that driver cuts us off in front of us and we're there cursing and carrying on, ranting and raving, except we got two youngsters in the back. So it doesn't make our parenting look especially good that particular moment. Or maybe we're on the phone with a customer service rep losing our cool over a bill we forgot to pay. But yet we're taking it out on somebody else. Or maybe it's that person, maybe it's that boss or coworker in one of your meetings that literally is always making those underhand comments that just get to you, right? Or it's even a time when we're complaining about our significant other or our spouse. And then, we're complaining to a girlfriend and then they're complaining back. And just the retelling of these events that happen in our lives that are negative, give those stories more power. Justify us being off our life's path and down in the gutter, or whatever the case may be. So when you find yourself ticked off at the world or others, that's really a time for us to take a look within. And maybe not in that moment because it's hard to let go of that anger. I understand. But it is a time for us to notice when that's happening and if it's happening more and more frequent. We really need to not blame others, shift blame to others. We need to take responsibility for the things that go well and the things that don't go well in our lives. And even when other people are saying things in a heated moment, when we're coming back at them, I don't know if you've ever caught yourself like in a reflection. I'm pointing to the glass that's over here surrounding me. If you've ever caught yourself in the reflection when you're in a heated moment, we don't look good. Our face is sometimes even contorted. It's like really weird, but that's how we are on the inside. So it's showing what's going on the outside. So I use the driver assist metaphor to kind of better understand that we all need a little assistance when we're off track, except we don't always realize it because our emotions have taken over. And hearing that little beep might actually remind us that we're off track. Wouldn't that be nice? So here's an easy solution. The next time you find your inner critic justifying that you didn't want that job anyway, so it's okay that the interview didn't go that well, but in the meantime, you feel like crap. Or that your inner critic and the judger are basically telling you, don't go do that. But it's something you really want to do or feel you're really well suited for. But that inner critic is saying, come on, you've been down that road before. You're not going to be good enough. Who would want you? It's that kind of stuff that we do to ourselves. That's us off our path. and we don't realize it. But those messages are there. So I want you to use, instead of a beep, use your emotion. Use that when you're ticked off, frustrated, overwhelmed, upset. Let that be your beep, that something's in your way, and allow yourself to look within. Take a look within. Be a little more mindful. Get some awareness. And it's really an easy way in order to be able to do that. So when you notice those negative emotions have really taken over you, at any time, 30 seconds into a heated argument, disagreement with a customer service rep or a significant other, you can literally catch yourself in the moment and go, wait a minute, let me do a do-over. That's not what I meant to say. Catch yourself. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. It's almost like you're breathing in some new, fresh ideas, breathing in some peace and calm, and then letting go of any angst, fear, worry, frustration, and so forth. See, you really are the driver of your own life. You get to be at choice as to how you want to feel through your life. Whether it's the good, the bad, or the ugly, you get to choose. So if and when you're ready to get back on track, I've got 2 new 3-month individual coaching programs available in 2019. Hope you'll take me up on it. Have a wonderful holiday. Thanks. Terry O'Donnell, Yellow Brick Road, coaching.com.